rhythm for preseason games with you guys out there. What did you notice on the offensive side?
We really moving the ball. I think Coach pointed that out at halftime. We just got good chemistry with that group. I think with both groups, to be honest, we just like playing with each other, and we like playing for one another. So I think it really shows out there on both sides of the ball.
And how would you discuss? I know it's early, but playing alongside in the group with Donovan and DJ, and then what are the spacing?
Yeah, it was a lot of space. It's kind of pick your poison out there of who you're going to guard, who you're going to make beat you. And like I said, we enjoy sharing the ball and making it easier for one another, and it allows us to be patient and not really carry a big burden. I think all of us got easy looks last night, so we look forward to building that chemistry for sure.
Is that something that you notice kind of fun, because of the space, because those two guys also attract so much attention and you attract so much attention that you were able to get easier shots?
For sure, and it allows you to play better defensively too, just to have more energy out there, just to think the game more defensively. I think when you lose a lot of energy offensively, you kind of lose some of that on the defensive end of the ball.
Obviously, you guys have tested that lineup, and you guys play next to each other in practice. But was there anything different that you noticed last night that you hadn't noticed throughout the first week of camp?
Our defense is really good.
Yeah.
So in practice, there's not a lot of open looks, because we kind of know what we're going to do offensively. So yesterday it was a lot more open than it has been in the past month. And I feel like we're in pretty good shape as well as a team. So everything was kind of free-flowing yesterday. There was a lot of ease to our offensive game. So we looked at, like I said, keep continuing that and keep growing the chemistry.
There were times last year, Caris, where you referenced your early career in Brooklyn and how you had less of an offensive role and you were kind of thrown in as a defensive stopper. How similar do you think how you're going to be used this year when playing alongside Darius and Donovan, your role will be to what it was early in your career with Brooklyn?
Yeah, I think defensively that'll definitely be something that I'm going to have to lock in on, and I have been locked in on, for the past couple of weeks. Just knowing that I'm going to have a big, assignment every night on that end of the floor. So it's something that I look forward to. It's something that I like doing. So just continuing to, familiarize myself with that end of the floor, with our defensive principles and things like that is something I'm looking forward to.
How have you prepared yourself physically or mentally for knowing that you're going to have that kind of role?
It's more mental, like you said, more mental than physical. For me, just locking into that side of the ball, knowing that I'm going to use a lot of energy on that end of the ball. And I played against these guys for the past 6-7 years, some guys longer than that, so kind of know everybody's game at this point. It's just about, locking into that assignment.
You made a couple nice defensive plays early. When you're able to kind of get those out, out of your system is the right way to describe it. Whenever you're able to kind of get into the flow of the game, does that help offensively if you're able to make some plays defensively?
Definitely. Basketball is, offense and defense. It's not like football where you're only playing one side of the ball. So it's easier to kind of get into the game when you're playing hard and you throw yourself into it defensively. So I think for all of us, that's something that we look forward to. Kind of just throwing ourselves in there defensively and opening up that side of the ball, the other side of the ball.
Any more questions?
Yeah, so last year when you came in midway through, there was a lot of talk about you being the missing piece, and there was a lot of excitement about what you guys were trying to chase. Is there a different level of belief this year than even last year with this group? And if so, why do you think that is?
I think yes, and I think obviously bringing in someone like Donovan is huge for us. Donovan has been dominant since day one in this league, and anyone who's played against him knows how difficult he is to defend. Just what you saw last night, he looked great last night. Passing, getting in the lane, knocking down shots. Like, he's just really, really hard to defend. So I think that poses a threat, for any defense. Like I said, it's kind of pick your poison on that end of the floor. It's like, who do you want to beat you? But I think Donovan is showing a lot defensively too. I think even last night, taking that matchup with Harden, guarding him full court a couple times, playing extremely hard. So I think he just adds another dynamic to our team.
What can that increased level of belief within a group do for a group?
I think in this game and in life, confidence is everything. So when you're walking around with that type of confidence, anything is possible. We know we put the work in, and that's the hard part. So we're just looking forward to seeing where it goes.